Number 33, Kyson Hudson, a senior, kicking off for Texhoma. There's the kick. Inside the 10, it's caught by Vargas, up to the 15, the 20, and he's going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line.
Crawford, it won't reset. The play clock, it won't reset. Use the left one. This one? Okay.
So it'll be 1st and 10 right there from the 25 for Hooker. Hooker comes in winning their contest 43-11. So they've really been dominant in all 4 wins, man in motion. And he'll throw it deep down the sideline, trying to get it over to number 11, Dawson Metcalf. But Donovan Yarbrough, the junior quarterback's pass, was a little bit too long, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Covered well there by number 5, a junior, Bodie Grice. Lined up at the cornerback position. Bulldogs averaging 396 yards per game of offense, 220 yards through the air, 175 on the ground. Handoff to number 25, Nick Barrios. He gets outside. He's up to the 30, the 35, the 40, and finally knocked out of bounds there in between the 40 and 45-yard lines. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like at about the 44-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from there. Bulldogs back at the line, 2 splits to the left of the formation, 1 to the wide side of the field. Handoff again, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Good penetration up front. Number 45, Armando Martinez, in on the tackle, as well as number 73, Jason Martinez, the nose tackle. Oh, 2nd down and 12 for the Bulldogs.
Carson is 88.
Okay.
Carson's 80.
Okay.
So pistol formation, he'll pitch it to the deep back. That's Tanner McBee, and he's not going to get anywhere. He's slung to the ground there by Jason Martinez. There were several other Texhoma defenders there to make the play as well, so it's going to be 3rd and about 13 now, as McBee lost a yard on that play.
What channel is it?
Put it in 2.
The bottom one? Near the bottom?
I put it in 2. The same one that you needed in
Hooker's been averaging 8 yards per play this year. Their offense has been pretty potent. Yarbrough back to pass. Lets it go down the middle for Barrios, and it looks like it's going to be intercepted. And that's going to be Kyson Hudson with the interception. So with 10:22 still left to play in the first quarter, Texhoma will take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Texhoma comes in averaging right at 30 points a game, 347 yards of offense, a little more ground-oriented, 240 yards on the ground, 107 through the air. They'll come in line, pistol formation. Handoff. Hudson breaks through. He's at the 40, and he's going to be brought down at the 45 by Metcalf. So nice 1st down play for Hudson. So he lines up in that wing back position. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Bodie Grice has really been the catalyst for this offense, leading the team in rushing and passing. A little bump, ball's on the ground, and Hooker recovers. Not a good handoff there, and not very clean, and Hooker takes over 1st and 10 in Texhoma territory at the 46-yard line. 9:44 left to play, still first quarter. No, shotgun formation. Hand off to Barrios. To the right, up past the 45, up to the 40, 35, 30, 25, still on his feet, dragging the tackler near the 20-yard line. That was Tryon Grice, the sophomore, with the tackle. There is a flag on the field, and it's going to be holding, so that big gain is going to come back. So they'll mark that back into Bulldog territory, back at their own 46-yard line. So it'll still be first down, but 20 yards to go. Oh, back at the line, 2 split to the short side, 1 to the wide side. Hand off to Barrios to the short side. And cut back inside. He's going to be drilled back after just a yard or 2 gain. Hudson and Grice in there on the tackle. So second down, still about 18 yards to go. Back at the line, fakes the snap. Yarbrough takes out to the wide side. He's up to midfield. And he's going to be brought down by Brody Brand in Texhoma territory. It's going to be third down and 11 yards to go as they mark it at about the 47-yard line. 8.5 minutes still to play in the first quarter. No score.
I got it. It's hard to hear.
Third down and 11, about the 47-yard line.
Same formation. Quick throw outside. Barrios has it. Cuts inside the defender up to the 40-yard line. He's still going to be well short of the first down, as they'll mark him at about the 41. Tyson Hudson there for the tackle again. Good open field tackle. Several other Texhoma Goodwill players there to help out. So it's still going to be fourth down at about 5 yards to go. And they'll line up in an offensive set, so they may be going for it here. We'll have to wait and see. It's that or a quick kick. Fakes the handoff. Yarbrough tries to go up the middle. He's blocked. He's not going to get it. And he's brought down for a loss. Ball turned over on downs. Number 52, Jimmy Smith there for the tackle. Several other Red Devils as well. So 7.5 minutes left to play. And Texhoma takes back over.
Texhoma will take over on possession at the 44-yard line.
Pistol formation. Fakes handoff to the fullback up the middle. And gains about 5 yards. That's number 24, Dante Cerna. He's a junior.
I think the ambulance needs to turn off their lights. The ambulance.
So back at the line of scrimmage. Snap. Fakes the handoff to the wing back. He's inside Bulldog territory up near the 40-yard line at the 41. It's going to be first and 10. That's Hudson again with a nice gain. That's been their best offensive play so far. Several times they've been able to get Hudson through the line on that play. Kind of an off-tackle play from handoff to the wing back. Coach does call this a wing T offense. But a lot of variable formations. Hand off to Cerna. Blast through for a good 5-yard gain. Brought down by number 2, Cade Fisher. He's a senior linebacker, also plays wide receiver on the offensive side. So back at the line of scrimmage, full house backfield. Hand off to Hudson. Breaks through a tackle, trying to get wide. And we've got a flag on the field. He got close to the first down, but this one probably is coming back, because that was in the area of holding. We'll have to see what it is, and it is holding.
Holding on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replace that down.
Be a spot foul. That'll bring them all the way back to the 48-yard line. That'll be second down, about 18 yards to go.
Yeah, he went out the clock too. He went out the clock. Stone.
Yeah, it was an offensive penalty.
So same formation. Handoff, running back's got room, going wide. He's up to the 40-yard line. And Dawson Metcalf chases him down over there.
Brody Brand on the run.
That was number 9, Brody Brand on the run. Got a good chunk of that yardage back. Still be third down, about 7 yards to go.
8 yards.
Cody Grice calls out the signal to his players. There's a snap. It's on the ground. Picks it up. Quickly lets go of it on the sideline. Too high for Hudson. Kind of had to hurry that throw. We've got a flag on the field again. It's holding again on Texhoma. We'll see if they take this, as it would be fourth down if they don't, but it looks like they're going to, since they already are in Bulldog territory. And they do take the penalty, so it will remain third down. Back out to the 49-yard line.
17 to go.
It's already Texhoma's third holding penalty of the contest. Hudson in motion, fakes a handoff. Grice keeps it. He's going to be brought down quickly. Number 3, Keyshawn Williams, busted through there, the junior DB, and blew that play up before it got started. Also, number 58, Efren Castaneda, a senior defensive lineman, in on that play as well. So fourth down and about 14 yards to go. Still 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Grice in the shotgun. He'll drop back, rolls out to the wide side of the field, lets it go. It's going to, looks like it may be short. No, it is a catch near the first down marker. And that's Kyson Hudson. They may have to bring the chains out and measure here. It's going to be close.
They did tell me to stop the clock.
Yeah. He told you to stop the clock.
And they will bring out the sticks to measure. Looked like that pass was going to be a little short for Grice, but Hudson made a great play on it. And it is enough for a first down. About half a length of the ball. So just a fantastic play by Hudson. Good job by Grice to get it out there as well.
Wow, that's going to be bitter.
You know Trevor's getting off the ref.
Yeah.
And Texhoma breaks the huddle. They'll send 2 out wide to the wide side of the field, 1 to the short side. Hand off to Cerna up the middle. And he's bouncing off the tacklers, trying to strip the ball. And able to make his way inside the 30-yard line up to the 27-yard line. So he's good for about 5 every time they give it to him through the middle. And Cerna's been averaging, before this game, averaged 6.7 yards per carry. That's a nice thing when you can get that out of your fullback. Nice, back in the pistol formation. Man in motion. Hand off to Cerna. Cuts back up in the middle. And he's up to about the 20-yard line. That's going to be good for another Texhoma first down. Just over 3 minutes still left to play in the first quarter. No score. Brody Brand gets the call from the sideline. Cerna steps up beside Grice. Hand off to Hudson through. The hole cuts inside. And he's near the 5-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle there by Dawson Metcalf. But that's going to be first and goal. Looks like they'll mark it at about the 6.5 yard line.
Starting.
Grice will run to the left of the overload side, and he's going to be brought down for really no gain whatsoever. Cornerback Isaiah Vargas made a great play there and upended him, so it's going to be second and goal.
Run to the left side, tackle by 21. Isaiah Vargas. No gain.
Really looked like Grice had a great play there, but Vargas made a great play on that one. Back to throw towards the middle, too high for Brand in the back of the end zone. That's going to make it third down.
It's a third down and goal. It's about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Oh, back to the line. Overload on the running backs to the right. Looks to throw. He's going to be flush from the pocket. And ball's loose. And Hooker recovers. Johnny Ugarte comes out with the ball. But it was Keyshawn Williams who disrupted the play and caused the fumble. So first and 10, Hooker takes over just inside their own 20-yard line with 2:14 left to play. And this game has been dominated by defense really so far. That's Texhoma's second turnover of the game. Two split to each side. Hand off to McBee. He's going to be brought down right away. Great penetration again by number 73, Jason Martinez. If Hooker's going to have any success running the ball tonight, they're going to have to figure out a way to block Martinez because he is getting penetration into that backfield basically every play. So second down and about 15 yards to go. Yarbrough in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, quick throw outside. The inside receiver, he catches it, but only gets up to the 16-yard line. So really just a yard gain on that play. Yarbrough takes the snap, fakes the short throw, trying to let it go, but he's under pressure. Metcalf over there makes the catch. At about the 36-yard line, sometimes when you got a great athlete like that, you just throw it up to him and let him go get it. Yarbrough was under serious pressure. Several Texhoma Goodwell defenders in there on him that he had to avoid and just let it go and let his athletic wide receiver Dawson Metcalf go get it. So 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Trips to the right, one to the left. Ball snapped over his head. It bounds down inside the 10-yard line. McBee tries to pick it up and just has to fall on it back at the 8-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and very long.
2nd down and forever.
As the ball will be marked at about the 8-yard line, and they're going to have to make it all the way to the 45. So 2nd down and about 37 yards to go.
That makes it 2nd down and 37. I just had to say it.
Man in motion. Quick pitch forward to him. That'll go down as a pass. He's going to be brought down quickly. Carter Neville won the carry. And looked like he was brought down after maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage. Might have been a short loss there. Number 52, Jimmy Smith on that play as well. And that's the end of the first quarter. We've got some Texas County bedlam going on after 1 quarter of play. It's Hooker 0, Texhoma Goodwell 0. And we're ready to start this second quarter. 3rd and 38 from the 7-yard line for Hooker. There's a snap. He drops back to pass, fakes the short pass, throws deep to Barrios, and it's knocked away by Hudson. Great play on the ball by Kyson Hudson. That's going to make it 4th down. And Hooker's going to be forced to punt from deep in their own territory.
If they're lucky, he gets it up to the 50-yard line. So it'll be a 60-yard punt if he.
It's against the wind too, kind of. It's gonna come this way.
The wind's coming across the field, actually.
Carry this way.
There's a snap. Gets off the kick. And it hits at the 35 and rolls. It's going to fall dead right at the 34. So Texhoma is going to take over with fantastic field position at the 34-yard line of Hooker with 11:46 left to play in the first half. Still looking for our first score of the night. Offenses have been able to move the ball at times, but still a game that has been dominated by the defenses. Pistol formation, two spread out to the wide side. Hand off to Hudson. He's got room to run. He's at the 30, the 25. Breaks through a tackle and brought down at about the 20-yard line.
Tackle by number 24, Lenny Fernandez.
So 1st and 10 for Texhoma Goodwell from there. Just outside the 20-yard line is where they ended up marking it, right about the 21. Grice getting the play from the sideline. He'll drop back in the shotgun. Cerna to his side. Hudson in motion. Hand off to Hudson again. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Good defensive play by McBee.
Number 33, Kyson Hudson on the run.
Gain of about a yard on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9.
Pistol formation this time. Cerna steps to the side. Hand off to Hudson again. And just gets inside the 20-yard line. Looks like made about 3 yards. Up to about the 17.
4 yards on the play.
So it'll be 3rd down and a long 5. 11 minutes still to play in this first half. No score. Man in motion. He'll roll to the wide side of the field. He's got a man open. Hits him in the hands, but he dropped it. Number 7, Chris Hayes there.
By number 7, Christopher Hayes makes it 4th down.
So that's going to be 4th down now. Texhoma Goodwell will go for it here. Trips to the wide side of the formation. Grice lets it go. It's intercepted by Fisher. And Fisher's going to be brought down at about the 20-yard line. But once again, the defense steps up in this game. And Hooker takes back over right at the 20-yard line with 10:33 to play in the first half. Still tied 0-0. Yarbrough in the shotgun. Hands it off. That'll be Neville trying to go wide. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. That was actually Nick Barrios. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play. So 2nd down as he crossed just over the 20-yard line. Second down and 9. There's a snap. Quick throw outside. Metcalf with the ball. Up past the 25. Falls forward through several defenders. Up near the 30-yard line. It's going to be close to a 1st down. And they say it will be a 1st and 10 for Hooker. Great play by Metcalf there. As he weaved through several defenders. Also bounced off a few. Quick throw out the other way. Up to the 30, the 35, the 40, still on his feet past midfield. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown, Hooker Bulldogs. Carter Neville with the quick catch outside and took it the rest of the way for the touchdown as the Bulldogs strike first. Hooker lines up for the extra point. Cade Fisher will be the kicker.
Number 2, Cade Fisher in the PAT.
There's a snap, the hold, no good. He's going to have to pick it up and run at the 5 and knocked out of bounds before he made it. That was Neville who scored the touchdown, who didn't quite make it.
Right down short.
And Texhoma ready to receive. Number 9, Brody Brand. And also number 33, Kyson Hudson back to receive.
Number 14, Alex Hernandez in the kickoff for Hooker.
Alex Hernandez, number 14, kicking off for the Bulldogs. Here's the approach and the kick. It's short. Lands in an open spot, and it's going to roll out of bounds, so that's going to be a penalty.
Kick goes out of bounds. Ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10.
So 1st and 10 for Texhoma Goodwell at the 35-yard line. Texhoma's offense has moved the ball, but 3 turnovers have killed 3 drives. with 2 of them ending in the red zone. Pistol formation, Hudson in motion. I'll hand it off to him. Busts through 1 tackle. Gets a yard or 2 before he's brought down by several Bulldogs. McBee in on the tackle.
And number 52.
Also number 52, Kevin Alvarado. Junior defensive lineman in there as well. So 2nd down and 8 yards to go. There's a snap, fakes the handoff. Grice keeps it. He's going to be brought down. Just a fantastic tackle there.
Awesome. 2 yards makes it 3rd down and 10.
That was Kevin Alvarado again. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for Texhoma Goodwell. 8:51 left to play, first half. Hooker leads Texhoma 6-0. And we've got a timeout on the field. 8:43 left to play, first half. Hooker 6, Texhoma Goodwell out of the timeout. Both teams back out on the field. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, 2 handoffs, rolls out to his right, lets it go. Hudson there for the catch. Still fighting forward, brought down by several Bulldogs though. Carter Neville, also number 24, Lenny Fernandez. But a nice gain. That yellow flag's on the field again. We're going to negate a nice play for the Red Devils. Another holding penalty. 4th of the game.
Holding on the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty.
That's going to bring the ball back all the way to the 21-yard line. And they're going to have to get all the way to the 40. So 3rd down and 19 yards to go. Shotgun formation, trips to the, he'll roll out that way. Defense is there, tries to avoid the rush, lets it go. It's intercepted, but it looks like he was out of bounds as Fisher almost had his 2nd interception of the game, but he landed out of bounds. And Texhoma dodges a bullet, but it's going to be 4th down. Are they changing it? They possibly may be changing it. We're going to have to see here. And a flag on the field as well. And it is 1st and 10 for Hooker at the 27-yard line. They'll take over. 8:06 still left to play. So 4th turnover of the game for Texhoma Goodwell. Good pressure by the Hooker defense forced that turnover. Shotgun, handoff to McBee to the boundary side, breaks through a tackle, spins away from another, still fighting forward near the 15-yard line. Nice running there by McBee. So 2nd down and 1 yard to go at the 17. Yarbrough takes a snap a little high. He'll keep it. He's at the 15. Still going wide at the 10. Finally knocked down just outside of the 5-yard line by number 13, Isaac Word. The sophomore defensive back probably saved a touchdown on that one. Nevertheless, it's going to be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs,
Goal for the Hooker Bulldogs.
who are trying to extend their lead.
Clock run. Run clock.
Overload in the backfield. Snap was too high. Back to the 20-yard line. Yarbrough's just going to have to fall on it back there at about the 23. And that's the second time in the game that's happened to Hooker. So instead of lining up somewhere possibly inside the 5-yard line, they're now outside their own 20. And it's second down. Second down and goal from the 22-yard line. There's a snap, quick throw outside to Barrios. Gets past one. No, he does not. Hudson with a great tackle. He's going to be tackled for maybe a short loss or maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd down and goal of the 23-yard line.
Two split to each side. There's a snap. Yarbrough back to throw. Looks over the middle. He's got Metcalf there. And ball thrown over his head. Little tug on the back of his jersey, but probably was too far overthrown to be called for anything there. So it's going to be 4th down for the Bulldogs.
We're lucky they pass that. I didn't see that. Did you run the clock on accident? What'd you say? Oh, I saw it.
So 4th and goal. Yarbrough back to pass again. He's going to be chased away, avoids the defender, lets it go deep into the end zone. He's got a man open. Had Carter Neville standing in the back of the end zone by himself, but the ball sailed over his head, and the ball is turned over on downs to Texhoma Goodwell with 5:43 still left in the half. Hooker still leading 6-0.
It can't get any crazier, can it?
There'll be a Hail Mary at the end of this one.
Neither one can get momentum because they keep killing themselves. Bad sacks, holdings.
This is so nice. I've been doing some terrible games.
Grice in the pistol formation, man in motion, hand off to Cerna up the middle. He'll bust his way past the 25, and there's yellow laundry on the field again. Another holding call. 5th holding call of the game on Texhoma Goodwell. Penalties and turnovers have just killed the Red Devils' momentum over and over in this first half. That one will be marked all the way back to the 10-yard line. They need to get up to about the 32-yard line for a 1st down. Still 1st down, but 22 yards to go. Hudson in motion. Hudson back in motion the other way. Fakes the handoff. Grice back to the boundary side. Busts through. He's up at the 20. And finally brought down. Knocked out of bounds.
They stopped it 2nd down and 9.
And it looks like it'll be at about the 24-yard line. Oh, made it a reasonable 2nd down now. 2nd down in either a long 9 or a short 8. Still 5.5 minutes still left in this first half. Plenty of time for Texhoma Goodwell to score in this first half. Grice keeps it back to the boundary side. Good open field tackle there by Barrios after about a yard gain, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go.
Makes it 3rd down, 7.
They'll mark the ball just inside the 25-yard line.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout on the field. 5:02 left to play in the first half. Hooker Bulldogs 6, Texhoma Goodwell Red Devils nothing. So out of the timeout, 3rd and 7. Geist takes a snap. He unloads, and a nice pass to number 45, Armando Martinez, with the catch at the 39-yard line. And it's a Texhoma Goodwell 1st down. Just ran the slant pattern, and Grice threw it right in there. Threw a bullet pass.
Can't run it.
Pistol formation. Hand off to Hudson coming to the right. He's up for 45, spins ahead, and he's going to be knocked back by several Bulldogs.
For a gain about 5 yards, tackled by
McBee and Fernandez in on the tackle.
Tanny McBee.
And they'll mark him down right at the 45-yard line, so 2nd down and 4.
This is the same that we had for I can jump out the way this stands.
So back to the line. Hand off to Cerna. And he falls forward to about the 49. Going to be just a little bit short, it looks like, of the 1st down. So it'll be 3rd and short.
3rd down in inches.
Probably a foot to go for the Red Devils. .345 left to play in this first half. Texhoma trying to at least tie it up, if not take the lead with an extra point. Pistol formation with the wing back on each side. Turn, fakes the handoff. Grice is going to keep it. He's up past the 50-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a Texhoma Goodwell 1st down.
That's our go-to. Short play.
We kept hitting that sweep, and now we can hit the fake sweep and he can run it. Because now they're relying on the sweep.
Same formation. Snap, looks to throw on his right. And it's too wide for Martinez as he tried to get to him with a quick hitter there.
That makes it
It was 2nd down and 10. Full house backfield. Hand off to Hudson up the middle. Cuts it out to the right to the 45. He's down at about the 44-yard line, so good for about 6 yards. Carter Neville and Dawson Metcalf in on the tackle as Hudson got just inside the 45-yard line, so 3rd and short 5. Or right at 5 yards to go. Just under 3 minutes still to play in this first half. Full house backfield again. There's a snap. Hand off to Cerna. Cerna bounces off of one tackler, but several more Bulldogs there for the tackle. And he's going to be brought down there about the 43. That's going to be 4th down and about 3 yards to go. There's a snap. Ball's loose between his legs. Grice is just going to have to dive on it back on about the 48-yard line. And so that's going to be turned over on downs as Hooker takes back over in Red Devil territory with 1:58 left to play in the half.
You got to play field position.
Especially 148. You just gave them field position with 2
They
minutes to
can't
score.
make
Can't
him
score
drive.
for 2
Make
minutes
him drive
now.
80 yards in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
These last 2 minutes are just going to define.
Oh, shotgun formation, 2 splits to each side. Handoff to the wide side of the field. Up past the midfield stripe, dives forward to about the Texhoma Goodwell 45-yard line.
By number 45, Omar Martinez makes it about second down and 6.
Second down and 6 for Hooker. Minute and a half still left to play. Quick throw outside to Neville. Avoids one defender, gets out of bounds inside the 40-yard line at about the 37. That looks like that's going to be enough for a first down or very close. Of course, he did also get out of bounds to stop the clock as well. And they will say it is a 1st and 10 for Hooker. One clock stopped with 1:25 left to play, as he did get out of bounds on that play. So Hooker can take their time here. Play clock is close to 15 already, though, as they break the huddle. Same formation, 2 splits to each side. Yarbrough drops back to pass, lets it go down the middle, and it's too long trying to get it to Isaiah Vargas. Well, it's going to be 3rd down, or 2nd down and 10, I'm sorry. As Neville did get the first down and got out of bounds on that last play. Drops back to pass, fakes the short pass over the middle, wide open. Number 25, Nick Barrios, walks into the end zone for the Hooker Bulldog touchdown. Yarbrough faked the short pass out to the wide side of the field, and that was enough to pull the safeties out wide. And Barrios ran into the open space right in the middle for the easy touchdown pass from 38 yards out.
They've got 3 timeouts. We're going to go 1 timeout. They've got 3 timeouts.
Kind of a swinging gate play. Man in motion. Runner's going to run it. Does get in for the 2-point conversion. That's number 21, Isaiah Vargas. And with 1:10 left to play in the first half, Hooker takes a 14-0 lead over Texhoma Goodwell. So Brandon Hudson back again deep for the Red Devils. Once again, number 14, Alex Hernandez, handling the kicking duties for the Bulldogs. And there's the kick. It's deep all the way through the end zone, so that'll be a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils.
1st and 10, Texhoma, 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line. Still 1:10 left to play in this first half.
Crazy game. It's been a crazy game.
Killed to be gone.
They threw a 70-yard touchdown pass. With 1 score. Wow. We had a midfield 4th down. They punted it. We did it.
Pistol formation. Hudson in motion. They'll hand it up keeper. And it's a pitch out wide to Hudson on the option play, and he is pelted out of bounds. Hard hit there by McBee after a gain of about 4 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. Does stop the clock. 1:05 still left to play.
We get ball at half, so
Yeah, we do. It's not like these teams like each other.
So back to the line of scrimmage. 2 split to the boundary side. Hand off to Cerna up the middle. He's past the 30-yard line, falls forward near the 35. That's going to be a good enough for another Texhoma Goodwell 1st down, as they'll mark the ball just inside the 35-yard line. Clock stopped at a minute. They'll let the chains set. And it started back up. There's the snap. Hand off to Cerna again. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. And Cerna is hurt on the field. Looks like he might be cramping up there.
Needs to come out.
nope, they're gonna run the clock.
And the clock is running again. Under 40 seconds left to play. Aim pistol formation, 2nd and 10. Hudson comes in motion, fakes it. Back the other way, number 7, Chris Hayes. And he's going to be brought down by a whole host of Bulldogs. Right at the line of scrimmage, it's going to be 3rd down. Clock now under 10 seconds. And looks like Hooker's not going to call a timeout, and Texhoma is happy to go ahead and let these final seconds tick off. And so at the half, Hooker takes a 14-0 lead over Texhoma Goodwell. And we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Texhoma Goodwell will receive. Back deep again, number 33, Kyson Hudson. And also number 9, Brody Brand. Kicking off again for Hooker, number 14, Alex Hernandez. Hooker leading 14-0 after a late touchdown, 38-yard touchdown pass from Yarbrough, his 2nd of the game. Also had a 70-yarder to Carter Neville
Keep me honest too.
earlier in the 2nd quarter.
Off, on, reset. So as soon as they have to kick the ball, then you'll get back to it.
And here we're off for the 2nd half. Brand catches it at about the 6-yard line. Up past the 20, the 25, still falling forward near the 30. Brought down by several Bulldogs. Looked like it was Tanner McBee that was there first. Came away with the ball. But no, they're saying 1st and 10, Texhoma Goodwell. And they will mark the ball just shy of the 30-yard line. That's where the Red Devils will take over 1st and 10.
And then when the play starts, hit reset. Turn it off and hit reset. Yep.
Texhoma Goodwell breaks the huddle. They'll split 2 to the wide side of the field. Wing back in motion. Turn, hand off to Cerna. And he's met after just a few yards gain and knocked back. Several Bulldogs there. Tried to spin forward, but he was blasted backwards. It'll be 2nd down and 10 yards to go.
I'm not very, I can't hear very good. And he'll always, I like him with the chops. Yeah, that's awesome.
Isn't it funny when you have to put clean on it?
Yeah.
You gotta get the clean work.
That's the biggest pain.
So 2 split to the boundary side, 1 to the wide. Hand off to Cerna. He bangs forward, still on his feet, and finally driven back. Looks like he made about 2.5, maybe 3 yards on the play up to the 33-yard line. Well, that'll make it 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. Texhoma moved the ball well in the first half, but struggled with holding penalties. Called 5 different times for that, and also 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and 2 interceptions. Both of Hooker's touchdowns came after turnovers. So trips to the wide side. Grice will roll out that way. He's looking for Hudson. Hudson with a beautiful catch. Ball was thrown behind him, but he made the diving catch up at the 42-yard line for a Red Devil first down.
I'm a chicken, I don't need the ball. So they'll be asking for you coming up.
Hudson was the leading receiver for the Red Devils coming into this game as far as yards per catch, averaging over 21 yards per catch. Also leading the team in yards per carry at over 11 yards a carry. So he's their big play guy. There's a handoff up the middle, up to the 50, breaks through at the 40, and knocked out of bounds near the 35-yard line by Cade Fisher. That was number 4, Tryon Grice on the carry. So a first down in Hooker Bulldog territory for the Red Devils. They'll mark it just inside the 35-yard line. Gets the call from the sideline, quickly to the line. Grice with a back to each side. There's a snap, handoff to Cerna up the middle. He's up to the 30, still on his feet, bust away up to the 25-yard line. And that looks like that's probably going to be good enough for a first down as well. Cerna still on the ground. Looked like he may have taken a shot to his back. And so we've got a timeout on the field with 9:47 left to play in the third quarter. It's Hooker 14, Texhoma Goodwell 0. Dante Cerna coming off the field. Not sure what that injury is. Hopefully he'll be okay. Maybe hopefully just something like a stinger or something like that. So once again, second down, 1 yard to go. A back to each side of Grice. Fakes the handoff to Hudson. He drags a tackler forward for the first down at about the 23-yard line. Number 58, Efren Castaneda on the tackle. As we mentioned earlier, Texhoma's been down here several times, but hasn't been able to put one on the scoreboard and have a couple of turnovers in the red zone. There's a snap. Handoff to Hudson, cuts inside the 20, and falls forward to about the 16, 17-yard line. That'll make it third down and about 4 yards to go. Second down and 4. Shotgun formation again, a back to each side, a split on each side as well. Hand off to Hudson, he's hit in the backfield, breaks away from 2 tacklers, but several Bulldogs there to finish him off. Kevin Alvarado made the tackle. It was Dylan Metcalf, number 62, just a freshman in the backfield, also disrupting the play with Castaneda. So 3rd and 3 for the Red Devils. There's a snap, handoff to Hudson up the middle. He's inside the 15, up near the 10-yard line. And it looks like he does have the first down as they brought him down at the 11.
Dante's in, but no.
He's holding that shoulder.
That's one I heard last week, right?
And we've got a timeout on the field for injury. 7:53 left in the third quarter. It's Hooker 14, Texhoma Goodwell 0. Shotgun formation again. Clock under 8 minutes to play. Fakes the handoff. Grice keeps it, tries to go wide, but too many Hooker defenders there. Number 52, Kevin Alvarado there. Number 3, Keyshawn Williams as well. And number 7, Carter Neville in on the tackle. That's going to make it second down and long, about 14 yards to go. They can get a first down at about the 1 yard line. So not quite a goal-to-go situation. Hudson comes in motion, fakes a handoff, looking to throw. He'll roll back out to the wide side of the field. Avoids the defender with a stiff arm. No, he's brought down. Number 52, Calvin Alvarado, got just enough of Grice to bring him down. Grice stiff-armed him to the ground, but he was able to stop his momentum enough to knock him down all the way, a loss back to the 26-yard line. And we've got some more cramping on the field. This time, Efren Castaneda. He'll hop off the field.
22.
We're at the 26, and there's up there. The first down's at the 1, so it'll be 25. So third down and 25 for Texhoma now. Wing back in motion. Rice drops back to pass. He's got to avoid the rush. Cuts back towards the middle. Tripped up. Stays on his feet, though. And he'll look to run now up to the 30, the 25, and boom, knocked down at about the 23-yard line. Tanner McBee with another solid hit. That's a fourth down. It's going to be fourth down now from about the 23-yard line. So fourth down and 22.
Fails. Looks a little more like Bulldogs there.
Rice takes the snap. He'll drop back to pass. Lets it go towards the corner. And had Hudson and Brand over there, but neither one of them. Ball lands kind of in between both of them and a little long, so turned over on downs, and the Red Devils come away without points again. 5:36 left to play in the third quarter. Hooker takes back over at their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, we can't win if we can't keep self-destructing in our own red zone. When we get there, we gotta hold it, get a sack.
Shotgun formation, full house, or pistol formation, full house. Handoff up the middle to Barrios. He's up to the 25. He'll be knocked down there.
Barrios tackle number 4.
Brian Grice. And number 8, Slade Glover on the tackle. And Barrios back on the ground, cramping again. Once you start cramping in a game, it's tough to stop it from happening over and over again. 5:21 left, third quarter. Hooker 14, Texhoma Goodwell 0.
He's the athletic director. So they're going to say.
So out of the timeout, full house. Handoff to number 3, Keyshawn Williams. Still on his feet, up past the 30-yard line to the 31.
Tackle by number 8, Slade Glover.
Be second down, or third down, and about a yard to go for the Bulldogs.
Nobody came to the meeting that we had to be there. Nobody came. 4.5
minutes still left to play in the third quarter. Hooker still with a 14-0 lead. Full house backfield. Snap a high. Yarbrough able to grab it. Hands it off to the tailback, McBee. He makes his way up to the 35-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Run's good enough for a first down. That's about the fourth time they snapped it over that run.
Hit or something.
Only we can have another bad snap on the first one.
Get lucky for a
We need that Louisiana Tech fumble.
Oh my gosh.
McBee came into the game really
Third and goal.
leading the Bulldogs in rushing, averaging 77.5 yards per game.
Whatever that team that kept fumbling it all the way down.
There's a handoff out wide to Williams. He's still on his feet. And just drilled to the ground. Not sure who placed the hit there. He's knocked down at the 39. And Williams looks like he's still feeling that hit.
Keyshawn Williams on the ground, tackle.
So 2nd and 7 yards to go.
Fourth quarter, we need to try and get this back for
Full house again. And we've got a stoppage of play here. That's going to be a false start on Hooker. Really, their first penalty in quite a while.
Makes about second down and 12.
2nd down and 12 as the ball is moved back to about the 33-yard
They
line.
say beauty attracts smoke. So.
Same formation, full house. Yarbrough drops back to pass. Lets it go deep. He's got a man out there. Neville got his hands on the ball, was bumped before it got there. No call. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs.
7 wasn't getting on the pass, another 7. Carter Neville. Makes it 3rd down
That
and
could have been
12.
on them. Did you see what happened?
About the 34-yard line.
I missed it.
Neville came into this game averaging 18 yards per reception. Couple of TDs so far. And drop back to pass. Quick pass on a slant. Out. It's caught by Fisher. Past the 40-yard line up to about the 42.
Dave Fisher on the catch.
Not enough for the first down, though.
8 yards.
Going to be about 4 yards short.
Makes it 4th down and 4.
So 4th and 4, and Hooker will probably punt here. We'll see. Clock at 2:30 left to play in this 3rd quarter.
I'm not sure what's like an offensive play.
They're going to go for it.
And they're going to go for it. It looks like Yarbrough turns, hands off to McBee, goes to the wide side of the field, and he's got the first down before he's knocked out of bounds. Bodie Grice over there to knock him out of bounds, but not until he made a first down just across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Edge over there. Outside linebacker.
Hooker offensive line starting to take a little bit of control as early on in the game, Texhoma Goodwell's front line was getting penetration just about every play, making tackles in the backfield, and we haven't seen that for a while now. Hooker with a 14-0 lead, happy to take as much time as possible as well. Let that clock run. Under 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Full house backfield again. Yarbrough drops back to pass. He's under pressure there. Gets away. Lets it go. He's got Williams open on the opposite side of the field. And he's brought down, but not until he's got enough for a first down at about the 44-yard line. of Texhoma Goodwell. Tough throw by Yarbrough there as he had to throw across his body after he avoided the tackler. That was Jason Martinez in there, who caused quite a bit of trouble in the first half for the Hooker offense. He had several tackles for loss early in the game. So 1st and 10. There's a snap, handoff to Williams. Cuts inside. Good defense there. Martinez there first. Several other players helped after that. Williams having trouble getting up. Finally to his feet. Looks like he'll be okay. No gain on the play, so 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Full house again. Quick throw outside, and no good. And there's a flag on the play.
Offsides. Somebody moved. I don't know who it was. But... Oh, false start.
And it's going to be false start on Hooker.
Left guard. What it looked like to me.
So that'll stay 2nd down, but it's going to make it 2nd down and 15. As the ball will be marked at about the 48-yard line.
After the false start, it brings up 2nd down and 15.
So it should wind up on this one.
Yeah, it goes offensive penalty. Not yet.
Back at the line, full house backfield, drops back to pass. Yarbrough lets it go down the far side. And Vargas tried to make a play on it, couldn't. And he gets up limping. It'll be 3rd down and 15 yards to go now.
Your finger get cracked. Let me know if you get cracked. Okay. I'll bring Gatorade. Give me a soda.
Hooker has struggled at times to move the ball. The Texhoma Goodwell defense has done a good job, but then Hooker has been able to shut them down for 2 plays, but then Hooker's been able to get a big play to get first down several times. So shotgun formation, 2 splits to each side. We've got a timeout on the field. 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Hooker leads Texhoma Goodwell 14-0.
Yeah. Hey, whatever it takes.
Yeah. So back out of the timeout, 3rd and 15. Quick pass outside to Neville. He drops it. Oh, it's going to be 4th and 15. Didn't look like it was set up very well. Several Texhoma defenders were there. That play probably wasn't going anywhere anyway.
4th down and 15.
They're going to try and draw them.
So Hudson will go back deep to receive a punt.
Do what?
Who's punting?
Diego Mendoza, number 55, back to punt for the Red Devils. There's the go. It's on the ground. He's going to be tackled. Ball is loose. And Texhoma recovers at their own 31. So they'll take over 1st and 10 with great field position. And an opportunity for the Red Devils to get back in this game. 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Trailing Hooker 14-0.
Another bad snap.
There's a Hooker person over here poisoning the Gatorade.
Let's get this crap down now.
That's what it is.
So trips to the left. Now Hudson will come back into the backfield. So shotgun back to each side of Grice. Hand off to Hudson up the middle. He's up to the 25, dives forward to about the 22. That'll make it second down and about a yard to go. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. As we head to the fourth, it's Hooker 14, Texhoma Goodwell 0. And we're ready to start the fourth quarter. 2nd and 1 for Texhoma Goodwell. And Grice will keep it. He heads to the wide side of the field, inside the 20, dives forward over the defender, up to about the 16-yard line. Avoided the tackle of Vargas. Austin Metcalf getting up a little late, but it looks like he's okay now.
He's not gonna get out of the game.
So 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line for the Red Devils.
If you go according to what happened to C.D. Lamb, everything's an illegal block. Did you see that?
Grice takes a snap, handoff to Hudson up the middle. He cuts back to the left. He's up to the 10-yard line. They'll mark him just shy of it, so it'll be 2nd down and about 5 yards to go. Texhoma knocking on the door again. Still looking for their first score of the night. Shotgun formation again, back to each side. Hand off to Hudson. Heads out wide, dives inside the tackle. He's near the goal line.
Good enough for a first down.
And that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Make it first down and goal.
Oh, first down at the 4-yard line. Excuse me for thinking that was the goal line. That was actually the 5-yard line I was looking at. But 1st and goal from the 4-yard line for the Red Devils. They'll come to the line, same formation. It's snap. Grice is going to keep it, follows the backs. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. 4-yard TD run by Bodie Grice. Brings the Red Devils within 1 score. They'll line up for the extra point.
Number 33, Tyson Hudson, Texas PA for Texhoma.
Dante Cerna, the running back, is the snapper. Bodie Grice, the quarterback, the holder. And number 33, Kyson Hudson, the kicker. There's the kick. And it is good. So, with 10:37 left to play, Texhoma Goodwell cuts into the lead, but Hooker still leads 14-7. Hudson will kick off for the Red Devils. There's the kick. Bounds near the 20-yard line. Picked up there by Williams. Still loose. Cuts through the hole. Up to the 30-yard line. Up to about the 33-yard line. And that's where the Bulldogs will have it. 1st and 10.
Yeah, that was what, last year was Chris Robertson was a quarterback at Turpin, and the youngest Rife girl, who's an all-state basketball player. They the NFL did some kind of thing where there was a boy that both of his parents died and they adopted him.
Oh yeah,
And they won that trip to the Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yarbrough takes the snap, hands it off. Up past the 35-yard line, that was Nick Barrios. Up to about the 36-yard line. Gain of around 5, so 2nd down and a long 5, maybe a short 6. 10 minutes left to play in this one. Finally played ball game by both teams. Texhoma has shot themselves in the foot several times with turnovers. Of course, some of those were forced. And we've got a false start penalty on Hooker. So they're going to march back at 5 they just gained. They're going to take away. No ball marked back at about the 31-yard line.
Is it second down and 11?
I'll say second down and 11, so I guess you could say it was second down and 6 earlier.
Did he want it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was busy. Let's go, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy, pick 6 on.
As long as you go get good.
There's a snap. Yarbrough drops back to pass, lets it go. He's looking for Metcalf. Off his hand, just behind him. Metcalf, look, and they do throw a flag on the play. And the referee is tugging on the jersey. He's saying that. Ball was tipped, but he may be saying that the tug came before that.
Yeah, I think it was tipped.
It's tipped first. It's not the goddamn.
Referee's discussing it. And it will be pass interference on Texhoma.
That's the Bears on the defense.
That'll be an automatic first down, 15-yard penalty. As they walk it off. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Hooker at the 46-yard line.
I got to come to watch the PTCI game to see that's tipped.
Oh, shotgun formation again, a back to each side, 2 splits to the right, man in motion. High snap, handed off to McBee. He's going to be chased down in the backfield, looks like. Just great defense there. Hudson and Glover back there first, didn't make the tackles, but they were the ones there first that allowed the other defenders to get there and make the tackle.
She almost got us again.
So second down and 12.
Last year she made it through this one.
She did, Mace, yeah. Also, if she has to break the thread. She's probably going to break the window, though.
She almost got it.
Back at the line of scrimmage. Snap, handoff to Barrios. Cuts inside, up near midfield. He'll be brought down right there at the 50-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. So third down and about 6 yards to go for the first down. And they'll mark the ball just shy of the 50-yard line. There's a snap. Yarbrough drops back to pass. He'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got Neville back there. And it's broken up by Brody Brand.
Number 9, Brody Brown.
That'll make it 4th down. Ball at the 50-yard line. 4th and 6.
Yeah, this is not a fighting stance. It's
not over yet.
I was going to say.
A lot of blue and red nits in here a little bit.
So back to punt now. The last time had a mishandled snap, gave Texhoma great field position. Low snap, he's able to get the kickoff. Not a very good kick though. And it does bound forward for him inside the 20-yard line. So it ends up being a pretty decent kick as it falls dead at the 17-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Texhoma Goodwell. 7:45 left to play. Texhoma Goodwell trails 14-7.
I could never be a coach.
It's on me. Yeah. We need to play right now.
well, we can't, but it's going to keep going. Can't get greedy. When we get greedy, that usually hurts us.
Grice in the shotgun, Cernan beside him. He'll move to the wide side of the field. Hudson in motion. Hand off to Hudson. Towards the wide side. Crackback block. Big time hit. Still on his feet up near the 30-yard line. And a late flag on the field. We're going to see what this call is.
They're gonna call it.
Yeah, so late.
It wasn't designed though.
And it's going to be a personal foul penalty on Texhoma that's going to negate that big game.
I missed it. What happened?
Our wide receiver cracked back down on a linebacker. It's Brody Grant giving him a nice little wake up.
Our receiver came back and blocked the blind side.
In Texas, you can do that. Not Oklahoma.
So they'll mark it back
Spot foul.
inside the 15-yard line at the 14. So that's still going to be first down and about 14 yards to go.
No, you're right there.
Sisyphing this game over. Did you see the OU game last week? CD Lamb, he got thrown out of the game for a targeting call.
Oh,
he
against
didn't get the guy. He didn't
Oh,
have
he
to
didn't
hit
even
the
touch the guy,
He
right?
didn't hit. He touched him,
Oh, he did.
but he could have hit him a lot harder.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he didn't hit him with his head,
And it wasn't
and he
helmet
didn't
to
hit him in the helmet
Yeah,
or
it
the
wasn't-
neck.
it wasn't-
It was ridiculous. And then the Big 12 office even confirmed, yes, that was the correct call. It was terrible. Back in our day, you just got a big high five for that.
I don't, I don't really like how
And
they
smelling
throw 'em
salts
out.
on the other side.
I don't like how they throw 'em
receiving
out
end of
the
that.
last one. I like how the NFL does it. If you get it twice, then you're out. Like, if you get 2 personal fouls, like that's what's like in the NFL.
That's why Travis Kelce always picks up one every
Yeah, he
year.
picks up.
Referee still discussing some things out here. Maybe the spot of the ball here.
Everybody gets the Patriots when you got that one.
He did it last week too. Oh, now it's a spot foul.
So they did change it from a spot foul to,
Well,
it means it'll be at the 10-yard line, first down from there. They've got to make it out past the 25 to about the 27 for a first down. So
they can't figure it out.
They have no idea.
Well, no, the side
referee
coach-
coming over to explain it to the
side coach
Texhoma
does not
Goodwell
explain
coach.
to Coach Jackson. Coach Jackson was explanation. The side coach doesn't.
Since they marked it one way and then they changed it. That happened on the far side of the field. That's the Texas side. They look like it's different over there.
I like your logic there. Good reason.
We've moved the state line up
The
about.
state line, yeah.
Did he blow his whistle yet?
State line runs to
Mile and a
that
half.
corner. Runs to that corner right there.
Which is better than they did last year.
It's a little restricted.
So again, it's first and about 17 yards to go.
I think he blew his whistle.
Rice bobbles the snap, still looking for somewhere to throw it. He'll have to take off, and he's going to be thrown to the ground by Alvarado. Had plenty of time, but good coverage by the Hooker defensive backs. Second down as the ball is marked just shy of the 10-yard line. No gain on the play.
Need to run a slant. Run the hitch. He doesn't want to throw the hitch. Run a slant. They got
Hudson in the backfield with Rice. There's a snap. Hand off to Hudson. He's up near the 20-yard line. Doesn't quite get there, though, as they'll mark him at about the 18. So got some of the yardage back. It's still third down at about 10 yards to go.
Third down and 10. We can't block everybody.
This late in the game with 6.5 minutes left, Texhoma may be looking already at four down territory, down a touchdown. Drops back to pass.
There you go, there you go, there
He
you go.
throws it towards the sideline, and it's too high for Glover, who's walloped pretty good over there by Vargas.
Yep.
That'll make it 4th and 10.
It's much worse. We got 3 timeouts.
6 minutes left.
Texhoma looks like they're going to be forced to punt here.
We just need one more bad snap. We got good field position.
Number 11, Dawson Metcalf, back at his own 45 to receive the punt.
Come on, you gotta snap it.
And a snap goes over his head to Cerna, tries to get it off, and he's going to be tackled for a safety. No, looks like the ball was recovered by Hooker. That's going to be a touchdown.
They are calling it a touchdown.
That's what he said, man.
Just a devastating play
Touchdown.
for Texhoma Goodwell there. As the punt snap went over his head, Cerna had trouble getting on top of it. Hooker recovers in the end zone for the touchdown. So 2-point conversion try. And there's the throw, and it's caught. So with 6:08 left to play in the 4th quarter, it's Hooker 22, Texhoma Goodwell 7. Texhoma Goodwell ready to receive. Hooker breaks the huddle. Cade Fisher will be handling the kickoff duties for the Bulldogs.
Fisher, the kickoff for Hooker.
And here's the kick. It's a low dribbler all the way back inside the 20. Picked up by Hudson. He's out past the 25 and knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Hit him right when it was at the. I mean, it carried him out there.
I wouldn't have called it.
Mad Mommy's.
You wouldn't have called
No, I wouldn't have.
That's Mad Mommy's.
He was carrying him and coming to other players. Or,
I don't know, that third guy.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Texhoma Goodwell at the 33-yard line.
33-yard line, first down and 10.
6:03 left to play. Needing a pair of scores, pair of touchdowns to get back in this one. 2 receivers to the boundary side, 1 to the wide. Hudson in motion. Grice back to pass. Can't find anybody, still looking. He'll take off scrambling up to the 35 and steps out of bounds at about the 36. And Barrios got a hit on him right there, and he's cramping up again. Looks like he's going to be okay, though. So 2nd down, about 5 yards to go. Very important, though. Grice able to get out of bounds, stop the clock, as they'll need to preserve every second they can, trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Test that.
So trips to the right. Grice lets it go over the middle, and it's dropped. Had it in his hands.
Pass is down.
That was Slade Glover. Had it in his hands and looked up the field,
Third down
and ball fell to the ground. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Dawson.
That kid was too.
Dawson. Yeah.
He wasn't even that tall. He was decent size last year, too.
He'll be good in basketball.
So trips to the right again. Grice will roll out to that side. Lets it go over the middle. It's caught. And he's going to be brought down at about the 48-yard line. Nice tackle there by Barrios. Isaac Word with the catch. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down. That'll stop the clock till the chains are set. And clock starts up again, 5:40 to play. Shotgun formation, Grice looking to throw, can't find anybody, lets it go, and it's caught, and he's drilled to the ground there at about the 46-yard line. Flag on the field. I think we're going to get hit to the head, a personal foul penalty, or a face mask. As Brand did a good job holding on to that one. So another 15 yards tacked onto that one. We'll get Texhoma Goodwell a little bit closer.
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So trips formation to the wide side of the field, one on the boundary side. Cerna in the backfield with Grice. There's a snap. He'll roll out to the wide side. Lets it go towards the sideline. Incomplete. Trying to hit Brand over there. Be 2nd and 10. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 from the Hooker 31-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Grice still has it. He's being chased down though, and he's going to be dragged down for a sack. Back at the 40-yard line by Cade Fisher.
Number 2, Cade Fisher.
Huge loss on that play. This Texhoma about 18 yards away now from the first down. Clock at about 4.5 minutes left to play. 22-7, Hooker leads. There's a snap, and we've got a false start that's going to send the Red Devils back another 5.
False start on the offense.
Penalties have killed a lot of Red Devil drives tonight, as well as turnovers, 4 of them in the first half. And of course that last turnover cost them a touchdown on the punt snap over his head that was then turned into a fumble. It was recovered by Hooker in the end zone. Grice running for his life, and he'll step out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Fisher was chasing him down, as well as Castaneda. So that'll make it 3rd down. And about 18 yards to go as the ball is marked just inside the 40-yard line. At the line. There's a snap. Looks to throw. Goes. And it's caught, but then knocked away. Oh, and into Hudson's hands. And he's got it at the 21-yard line. First down. Brody Brand goes up, grabs it. Hit hard right in the back. Ball flies up into the air. Right into the hands of Kyson Hudson for the first down. Or close to it. They're looking.
Goodness. I've never seen that before.
Nice
Flea flickers.
And they're going to bring the chains out.
That's a new way to run the hook and ladder. Yeah.
4:19 to play in this contest. Got to bring them all the way across as this happened right in front of the home team bench. And he's shy about an inch. And that means it's going to turn over on downs back to the Bulldogs. Missed it by that much.
Trick should get you an extra yard on that. Yeah, we'll just kick it. We play in
We'll
this
take
game.
over.
Then we get,
First down and 10 at the 21-yard line.
that wasn't an impressive catch.
That's a play. That was a heck of a play.
That was nice.
I bet that brand kid's still feeling that.
He is.
Let's get a-
So Metcalf at quarterback. He'll hand it off to McBee. Runs to the wide side of the field, falls forward to about the 25-yard line.
Gain about 5.
That'll make it 2nd down and 5. Clock rolls just under 4 minutes to play.
Center too.
Yeah. Yeah, his arms been broke all year.
Hooker looking for first downs just to continue to run this clock,
It's his senior year.
as they are 4 minutes away from moving to 5-0 and 1-0 in district play. So pistol formation. There's a snap, fakes the handoff. Metcalf's going to keep it the wide side of the field. Falls forward near the 30-yard line. Took a tough hit right there at the end. Kind of an awkward one to the top of his head. And he's still on the field.
4 yards.
Third
And we
one.
looks like he's up on his feet now.
He's getting out of
He will have to come out of the game though. Third down and about a yard to go. Clock starts up again. 3:20 left to play. There's a snap, handoff to McBee. Turns around the other way, but he's not going to get anywhere. Martinez there with the hit. And we've got a timeout on the field. 2:59 left to play. It's Hooker 22, Texhoma 7. So 4th down and about 2 or 3 yards to go. Hooker lines up in punt formation. And whistle blows it dead. We've got a timeout on the field again. Go back out after the timeout. Punt formation again. Oh, ball is dropped. It does get the kickoff. It's high. And it'll hit at about the 40 and roll forward. Hooker roll down to the 35-yard line. So that's where Texhoma Goodwell will take over with 2:49 left to play in the contest, trailing 22-7.
We're set. We're ready. We got it figured out. Let's go.
Two splits to each side. Drops back, looking to throw. He's under pressure. Lets it go towards the sideline. And it's through Word's hands, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
It's all right. We got 2 on 3.
We got started.
No trips to the wide side of the field. Back to that side too. Grice will roll that way. He's having to outrun the defenders there. He's just going to have to take off and run. Steps out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. There is a flag on the field in the backfield, and it's another holding call on Texhoma Goodwell.
Holding on the offense.
Well, the offensive lineman having to move Cerna away from the ref. Or he gets himself a penalty that way. Damian Martinez trying to cool him off a little bit there. So they'll mark off 10 back to the 25-yard line. So what was already going to be a tough task has been made even tougher. 2nd and 20. The ball on the 25-yard line. 2:35 still left to play.
I don't think he got
No, yeah. It was incomplete pass. He didn't want it.
There's a snap, handoff to Cerna. And Cerna's going to be brought down at the 29-yard line. So gain of 4 yards. So still 3rd down and long. And an injury timeout on the field. Nick Barrios down again with cramping issues again. 2:22 left in the contest.
First half was really quick.
Killing him, making me tired. Get him some a jolt or
He
something.
hasn't had that pain for like 2 weeks.
Ready for action again. 3rd and 16. Grice drops back to pass again. Lets it go deep over the middle. And too long for Brand. Plus Metcalf as well as McBee back there on coverage. So he was well covered as well. So 4th down. Really last gasp effort for the Red Devils this play.
Make another miracle that falls 2 inches short.
Oh, out of everything he got. Another hook and ladder with something else.
2 splits to each side. Drops back to pass. Under pressure. He's going to have to take off. And steps out of bounds. And that was 4th down. So ball turned over on downs. Back to Hooker. With 2:04 left to play.
Turnover on downs. The Bulldogs will take possession at the 34-yard line. 1st down and 10.
We're not trying anything special.
Hey,
Well,
less
you
than-
give me a tell you what, we played him a lot closer than I thought we would.
Yes, I will.
Did you reset it?
So Donovan Yarbrough gets his instructions from Coach Powers. He'll line up in a shotgun formation. 2 splits to each side. McBee to his left. Man in motion. Hand off to McBee up the middle. And he'll fall forward to about the 31-yard line. A gain of about 2 yards, so 2nd down and 8. Whereas all Hooker wants right now is really for the clock to run. And it is at 1:45.
You don't need to score again.
And we've got a timeout on the field. 1:22 left to play. It's Hooker 22. Texhoma set. Out of the timeout. 2 splits to each side. Man in motion again. Quick pitch forward for a pass play. He's going to have to go back. Still spinning forward now. And he's going to be brought down for a loss back at about the 42-yard line.
Roy gets brought down for a gain of a loss of about 7. 3rd down and
That's going to be 3rd down and about 15 yards to go. But the clock is rolling, under a minute to play.
We can stop the clock.
Jimmy Smith was had a great, didn't make the tackle on that play, but he's the one who forced Vargas back with the penetration and the chase. There's a snap. It's high, bumbled around. And Yarbrough's got it. He's going to run with it and falls down right at about the line of scrimmage. We've got a penalty flag. We'll have to see what that is. 24 seconds on the clock. Came right at the end of the play. We'll have to see what that is.
It's a defensive penalty. The game can't end.
Personal foul penalty on Texhoma Goodwell.
15-yard penalty.
So they'll mark that off.
Automatic first
And
down.
there's a good chance that Hooker's going to line up in the victory formation here, as they'll have that first down.
Should I announce it right now? Since everybody's leaving from the trash? As a reminder, as you leave the stadium tonight, please dispose of your trash in the trash cans.
He wound it.
As a reminder, please dispose of your trash in the trash cans as you leave.
Final seconds rolling off, under 10. And they won't even have to snap this one, as the Hooker Bulldogs have come to Texhoma and defeated the Texhoma Goodwell Red Devils 22-7 to move to 5-0. Texhoma moves to 2-2 and 0-1 in district play. We thank you for joining us on the PTCI Game of the Week, and we hope you'll join us again next week. So good night from the Wheat Bowl Stadium in Texhoma, Oklahoma.